into our first topic, which is this whole Deundray story that I have been following profusely. So now one of my friends, I'm not okay. I'm not getting distracted by stuff. Now I got people sending me videos about a woman from New York who was found in a garbage bag and all this other stuff, and then the guy that was taken into custody, the whole family beat his ass. Like I'm not getting into that right now. So we're gonna focus on the show that we're focusing on. But I just want to pull up the things. Now, shout out to Gay Magazine, but I've been following, well, I Am the Queen of Shade is a friend of mine. So that's how I actually found out about this DeAndre Cottrell story. And I didn't really think much of it until I noticed that I knew one of the people that's been accused of a crime. Well, not necessarily accused, but um, one of the guys I actually follow on social media, and one of my friends ended up taking I think did a photo shoot or something or another with him. I'll have to get into the kill story right after this, because I forgot to bring that up in regards to that. We already started on this topic, so let's just finish that out. So hold on a second while I pull up this story, because I was following a bunch of other places, but then I saw that Gay Magazine did a story on it yesterday, and I feel like this is the latest that we know so far, so I want to just follow that. So according to the Gay Magazine story, they said the homicide investigation of 31-year-old dancer Deundray Cottrell continues after he was reported missing on the night of July 4th and later found unalived in a shed on July 6th in Birmingham, Alabama. Now, Cottrell has been confirmed to have been in a polyamorous relationship at the time. The three made up, well, it was the three of them, all of them in that group, they was apparently hunching. So they made up this trio called Ski Boys. They said they were previously reported that Cottrell had been visiting his sister in Birmingham with one of his partners. Now, Julian, the light-skinned one that you see on my right, he's the one that I've actually been following on social media. I actually followed Deundray too. But Julian apparently did a shoot, and a friend of mine hit me up the day before yesterday to tell me that. I'm like, I didn't know that. Said that he did a shoot with him. So anyway, Julian is currently still missing, which, of course, when you hear stuff like this, they become a person of interest. But then at first, there was an article that I remember that came out, I think, on Sunday, or maybe it was Saturday or whatever, that his other partner, Derek Garnell, was missing too. But then Derek, is it Derek or is it Derek? But y'all just try to be, you know how y'all be doing with them names. Like y'all always try to be unique when y'all want to put out y'all names and all the other stuff. So y'all want to be different with the way y'all spell stuff. Like you'll put, like, my name is Kenya. It's Kenyaah. Kenya. You know how y'all want to be extra with it, so that all your parents want to be melodramatic with the way y'all be spelling your name. But anyway, so I'll say his name is Derek. So apparently Derek spoke to Gay Magazine and revealed that Julian did go to Birmingham and said, I was in Gadsden with my mother during this. I came the next day after they told me he was missing. They are both my partners. I've been currently grieving with Deandray's family. This is what he told Gay Magazine. Now, investigators believe that Julian Morris was the last person to see Cottrell alive on the 4th of July before he turned up unalive days later. Family members told Channel 2's Elizabeth Rollins on WSB Tonight at 11 p.m. on Sunday that they suspect he knows exactly what happened. Rollins spoke with Angelica Cottrell, who is Deandray's sister. She said that Morris was the one who alerted her that her brother disappeared, saying he jumped off her patio balcony. He told us that when he jumped, he bounced, got up, and jumped the fence and took off running. While we looked, Julian didn't. This is what she said. At one point, when everybody was searching, Julian had fixed a plate and was sitting there eating, and he looked at me and said, oh my God, this food is so good. Probably because he did it. I'm like, oh, he the gay O.J. Simpson? When you going around putting paws on people, and they ended up, in a situation where he knows more than he's letting on. Because my thing is, if I didn't do it, if I was innocent in this whole situation, I'd have got my ass up and I would have started looking. Even if I did do it, sir, put on a Academy Award winning performance. Now, I'm not trying to give ideas of none of these killers, but if you want to convince people that you're not guilty, at least get up and try to put on an Academy Award winning performance. Be like, oh yeah, I'm a search, I'm gonna do like just to throw the scent off you. He ain't even do that. Probably because in many a situations, especially when it comes to same-sex relationships, there's a lot of abuse and jealousy and rage issues with certain people that goes on and stuff. Like we just heard about that baby in a relationship with a man who been putting paws on her, which I'm not surprised. But I mean, by her play these games, get in these situations with certain type of people, and that's what you get. Especially when your whole life thrives on negativity, but not saying necessarily this is what was going on with them, but at the same time, when you hear stuff like this, it's sort of like, okay, y'all were in business together, then y'all decided to have an open relationship with each other, which is fine because quiet as it's kept, a lot of same-sex relationships, there's always, and they're young too. So there's always going to be a situation where sometimes you're going to have people who are just like, okay, we're a couple, but we want to invite someone else in and make it work. And some people do. Some people will have jealousy issues. And you can't get in them type of relationships if that's what you're going to bring. Like, you really have to be of a strong mind and not have jealousy issues. So they also said that Julian knows everything, and he made a point to keep reminding me throughout his rants that he was a Marine. This is what um, Deundray's sister wound up telling the media. So they said Morris is no longer answering calls. Birmingham PD is currently offering a $5,000 reward for information leading to an arrest. So this is the latest that's been going on with this. I sincerely hope that, they're able to find him in this situation so that way he can answer some questions. And I've been seeing like a couple of people that I know have been putting some stuff out there in regards of, whether or not they've been, this is them, in case y'all never seen them, this is them performing. One of my friends went and said, don't Julian always look like he kind of offbeat with the choreography? I was like, some of them girls don't, they cute or whatever, but the rhythm be rhythming sometimes. So I feel this the same. I say it's cute or whatever, and I like, when the boys be out here getting all sexual and scandalous with the outfits and showing out, give me body. But yeah, here's this is the one I want to show y'all. So this is my friend, I'm the Queen of Shade. I saw that on her page. So Derek did send a tribute and basically said, and they said they were together for 14 years, but I don't know if that's how long they were together, or it was that they just known each other for that long time. And then I don't know what date they decided to make it a throuple. So he said, all right, my beautiful angel, the first day I met you, I knew that you were my person. Our bond stayed strong and no one could test that. You pushed me to become a better man by teaching me things that I never learned when growing up. We were each other's yin and yang. I was crazy, energetic spirit while you complimented me with your suave, chill vibes. We matched each other. We watched each other grow from little boys to handsome grown men. We stood 14 years strong. We graduated together. We started our lives in Atlanta together. You and I built the hottest guy group here in Atlanta from the bottom up, from doing TikToks to the street, to dancing on main stages in all the major cities. Our next goal this year was to book our first international gig, but God had other plans. So it goes on and on and on, with the conversation. And that was a cute little tribute. But if they saying that, if Derek and Deundray knew each other since they were kids and built this thing together, to me it seemed like Julian was just brought in, and who knows, maybe there was some stuff behind the scenes where it's like, because when you have people that build something, you want to invite other people into the situation. Some people get big for their britches, or some people turn out to be like an Al Reynolds, and you know the type. Some of y'all, in no shade, I know I'm light skinned, but I can talk about my own complexion. Sometimes we get a little light skinned with situations, and y'all want to come in with the jealousy and the envy and the shade, and y'all want to be the demon that comes in and fucks up the thing, which allegedly is what they said that Al Goudin was over trying to do with TGIF. So maybe there's a situation with that Julian got jealous of the situation that was happening, was coming across as a third wheel, and you know, when you got people, unfortunately, that's way more talented and is anointed and have bigger things going on for them, you won't get them demons coming in trying to infiltrate and fuck up the thing. So it could be a lot of different situations. I know we just conspiracy theorizing right now, and we can't really pinpoint what happens, but all I know is I sincerely hope that they find, you know, they find Julian. They question him on, you know, what's going on, and we could put this to bed. But I guess we won't fully know what happened to Deundray until they do the autopsy, which I believe they're doing right now. And it's probably going to be a couple of weeks before we get the results. So my heart goes out to Deundray's family. I hope they find a solution to what's going on, and I'm definitely going to keep my eye on this story as it further develops. So what I want to ask you guys is, what do you guys think of this story? Let me know in the comments down below.